Welcome to Petpix Academy show. Expect to meet incredible pet influencers, pet experts, and pet clothing designers. My name is Vasi. I'm your host. I'm a professional award-winning photographer, but I'm also a very passionate furry mommy, exactly like you. So our show not only made it to top 10 in US, top 2 in multiple countries, but this show is going to help you learn how to take incredible pictures, videos, how to get ready for the holidays, social media strategies, and if you have a pet business, we are going to help you grow it. So let's the show begin. Hello, everyone. Hello. I hope everyone is doing well. So hello to Facebook, hello to our friends from Instagram, hello to you, dear friends, listeners who are listening Petpix Academy podcast. So as we know, it become kind of part of our tradition for us to get together every Tuesday and to introduce you to amazing furry parents, incredible and very talented designers, but also as we know that everything what Celebrity Catwalk and Jennifer does, it's to help and support rescue organization. And we are so honored today because we have three amazing, very gifted, very special ladies with big hearts who are so dedicated to helping furry kids that today we are going to learn more about them. So thank you, Jennifer, again for having me on your, Facebook page.
Thank you, Vasi.
Thank you as well. I feel already part of Celebrity Catwalk.
Yes. You're part of the family. You're part of the Celebrity Catwalk family. Absolutely.
Oh my God, I love it. And so you can introduce more our very special ladies because you know them for a long time. I mean, I had the opportunity to meet them, briefly in May, but they're amazing. They're special. So tell more about them.
Absolutely. So first we have Heidi Walker. She is the force. She is the boss behind Yorkie 911, who, Heidi, I don't remember, to be honest, I don't remember the first event we did. Maybe Heidi has a better memory than I do, but I don't remember when we started doing things with Yorkie 911. I feel like, of course, it's been forever, but we, of course, started in New York, and Yorkie 911 was super supportive of our New York City events because Yorkie 911 is a Long Island based rescue, but first of all, don't let the name Yorkie 911 fool you, because number one, Heidi can tell you that they do not just rescue Yorkies. They pull all kinds of small dogs, and the fact that they are based, don't let the fact that they're based in Long Island fool you, because Heidi's reach goes to Puerto Rico and to all points in Florida and all points in the contiguous United States and beyond. So their hub, if you will, is all that's in Long Island. But Heidi has graciously followed us to South Carolina and has made repeat visits there as well. So Yorkie 911 is a wonderful rescue partner. And then we have the wonderful Sisters. Oh, are you showing your, all right, we got slides going at the same time. Sisters of the Traveling Vests is another incredible organization that we are fortunate to have with us as well. And they, again, traverse the whole, if you cut the country in half, they rescue and pull from one coast to the other, pulling all kinds of fur babies. They just recently had a rescue give birth en route to the shelter. Literally, yes, Vasi, they'll have to tell you all about it. I'll stop talking in 2 seconds, but literally giving birth in the van as they are driving across country from Texas to Florida.
Wow.
Pulling, saving, you know, so not only are they saving a life, but then the life that they're saving is then literally having babies on the way.
Wow.
So it is really, really wonderful to have these ladies be a part of Paws in the City. And since we've really kind of found our niche in South Carolina, they really have not missed a beat. So definitely I will let them do the rest of the talking. I'll stop talking, but
No,
that is it in a nutshell, in a teeny tiny nutshell.
Yes, it's what really impresses me. It's a lot of times we go to celebrity catwalk, we do have fun, and you know, I also want to say hi to everyone who is watching us on Instagram. And yes, we have fun, we dress in our babies, but at the end of the day, everything what all of you do and all of us we you know, are able to accomplish together, it's to give back for the furry babies. And I know that a lot of people maybe never knew about Yorkie 91, or maybe never knew about Sisters of the West, but this is such an honor and I want to thank you to each of you ladies, because it's so special what you do. It's so special, the dedication. A lot of people, they don't understand. This is a volunteer job. You volunteer, you're so dedicated to leave your home, to go find these babies, make sure they find a good vet, make sure they find the proper right home for them. It's just so much more. So thank you very much for what you do, because it's a lot.
Yes, these ladies are really on ground zero. They really are the real deal. They are not, these aren't salaried positions. You know, they're not working for the ASPCA making big salaries. They're not working for different humane societies making big salaries. Don't get me started on that rant. I won't do that. But they are volunteering 100% of the time, and they are really in the trenches when it comes to rescue.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And I mean, I will start first with, you know, who wants, Izzy, would you like to start first? And
Izzy loves to talk. Okay, Izzy, do your thing, Miss Izzy.
And Izzy is making all these ladies, Izzy, Adele, and Puddin are all at this point catwalk veterans. They really can do all the talking, because Izzy is no stranger to the catwalk, and neither Adele and Puddin have this is not their first rodeo. This is nobody's first rodeo.
Oh my God, it's so funny. I think they have to teach my doggy Chico how to talk and represent Vasi, my lawyer. But how everything started, like I'm sure that a lot of people may not know the story.
Oh. Well, we got started in 2010 after I was volunteering with another rescue for many years based out of Pennsylvania. And we found the need here on Long Island and New York specifically for small breed dogs. But because I knew Yorkies, that was where my heart was, we started calling it Yorkie 911, but within a month, we were taking all small breed dogs. And, you know, it's been we're going into our 11th year, and we have rehomed over 2,000 dogs, which for a very small foster-based rescue is pretty good, especially since most of the dogs end up at my house initially. I've had anywhere from, you know, 15 to 30 dogs at one time. And, you know, we got to vet them all and, you know, groom them all and make sure they're all healthy and happy, and then find the right homes for them. So it's a labor of love. Like Jennifer said, we don't do this for salary. We don't, you know, we do it because we love the dogs, we love the breeds, and we just want to help them and find good homes. And, you know, hopefully they go to a home once after leaving us, and not come back. But every once in a while we do get a dog that has to be rehomed again, for whether somebody's passed away or their financial situation has changed. But I can say, you know, we have a very small comeback, which is really great. We're very happy about that. And we've been doing this, you know, like I said, for 11 years. For me, it's over 20 years doing rescue work. We always find the same challenges that all the other rescues face. Is we never have enough foster homes. We never have enough cash coming in. As soon as it comes in, it goes out. This month alone, I have 4 dogs having major surgeries. I'm talking about one has a heart issue. We just did an FHO surgery on a dog. We did another broken leg with plates and pins. And now we have a dog that has cancer in her nose, and it's a very rare cancer. And the only treatment plan is radiology, or radiation treatment. And we're looking at about $15,000 to treat this dog, you know, so she has 3 to 4 more years of life. Wow. But that's what we do. You know, we do it because we love these dogs and we just want to get them happy and healthy and get them into homes. I know that, you know, we're not alone in this. Like, you know, the Sisters of the Traveling Vest know exactly what I'm talking about. But there's so many small rescues like us that depend on the generosity of people donating so that we can survive and we can keep taking care of these dogs.
It's amazing. Thank you so much. This is just incredible. And I hope that reminds all of our viewers and listeners that, again, each of us, we may think that we're individuals, but when we combine forces, when we really give voice and just be able to help, and all of us, we have different gifts, and that's where the designers and all the accessories, you know, designers and everyone who comes with sharing our gifts, we can really make a difference. And I would encourage each of you friends, you can start with simply share with your friends. And of course, we'll make sure that we add all the links if you'd like to go and, you know, just check out the organization. If you know that someone is looking for a new furry member, especially now for the holiday. And thank you so much for the love on all the platforms. Again, I truly believe we have a purpose and we can achieve it together to help these babies. So thank you very much for everything what all of you do, because it's a lot. People, they don't understand. This is 24/7. Again, you have families, you have your life, and then you leave your families, you relive your life to go and find those doggies on the streets and just help them. And in like 2,040 kids, 11 years, but that's a lot. That's a really, it's a lot. And thank you so much. Thank you. So, and for you, dear sisters.
Sisters of the Traveling Vest, yes. How did you get started? Yes. Tell the people.
It's kind of a funny thing. We're not a traditional rescue, which most people think we are. It's common thought that we are, you know, a traditional rescue, or that we are Chinese crested dealers. You don't know where that comes from. So it's kind of fun. We always tell people, no, we don't sell dogs. But it started, we work with a lot of rescues, both of us. We work with the Chinese Crested Rescue in Houston. We work with True and Faithful, who has been a celebrity catwalk rescue as well. They were in November. And they are based in Florida, and we are based in Houston, Texas. So what we really are is a transport. So we're a volunteer transport. What we kind of saw the need for, and we were just doing it on our own, moving dogs out of Houston over to Florida for True and Faithful to place. And if a dog was adopted with the Crested Rescue that we were with, we would deliver it to the adopter. Because a lot of times what gets in the way is people want a dog, but it's in a different state. Or people want it and they can't travel to get it, and they're the best home. So for us, we realized transports can be really expensive. You know, to get a dog, you know, a couple states away, it's usually about $1,000, and they're already doing the money on adoption, which you want to help the rescue. So that transport was like a big mess. So we said, we've got time, and we will give our time, but I have an RV, and the RV that me and my husband bought for our vacation turned into the Sisters, which we also set it up because we think we're amusing, me and Cynthia, but we know we're not. The dogs are way more fun than us. So everything on the transport page, the girls' page, is about them, because they're the Sisters of the Traveling Vest. We are just the humans that do all the work. But we started saying, okay, so we'll do this. So we started doing it a little bit, and then it turned into being at least once a month. We were traveling and fun. It is a lot of fun. That was a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun too. And that's what we wanted people to see, because a lot of people think transport is just throwing the dogs in a crate and driving as fast as you can. If you follow our page, no, we have fun with it. So we're in an RV. So when we stop, we do like potty break videos. So we have all of our pins we put out. We let the dogs run around. we don't drive straight through. We drive for about 8 hours, and then we'll stop and we set up camp. Yeah, and we shop along the way too. We set up camp. All the dogs get out of the kennels. They sleep in the beds with us. I sleep on, one bed, and she has a bed in the back. The dogs, and it's piled full of dogs with us. So the big thing is it's not like a traditional transport, and it's all volunteer. We do fundraisers to just pay for our gas. We'll pay for our food. We pay for, like, if we stop at a place, we just ask that if you'll keep our tank full, we'll keep getting rescue dogs where they need to go. And it's a bunch. Again, we work with several rescues that I mentioned. We have a rescue in Mississippi that we work with too, called Tired Dog Rescue. And anytime they send us a message and say, hey, we have a dog that needs to go to Florida, that needs to go here, can you take it? We always do. And it's kind of fun. Now we've gotten a bunch of different rescues that reach out to us. And there are people, again, see, we're not super techie. People reach out and say, we see that you're going, can we send this dog with you? Do you have room? So we try to make room. And we work with different shelters up north, because where we are in the South, everything is full and everything is euthanized. So the big part is if we can get them out of both Houston and then out of Florida with True and Faithful in Venice, we travel up the East Coast, and we were taking them to Brooklyn for a while. Now we go to an amazing place in Alexandria, Virginia, called the Animal Welfare League. And we were used to different types of shelters where dogs go in and they're in kennels. Alexandria has opened us to a whole new world. When we arrive with all our little friends, now we do mostly smalls, but all of the volunteers there fight over who gets this dog. Oh, that's my dog. They keep them in their offices. They take them home. So it's different than what we're used to. And it's so amazing to see dogs that, I do outreach in Houston in the 5th Ward and the 3rd Ward too. So I'll actually literally go into the impoverished neighborhoods, drag dogs out from underneath houses or tied to cinder blocks outside. And those dogs that would have never seen anything else get to go up north and go in a home with people who love them. So the transport is our biggest part. Again, we have a lot of rescue partners. We do have to say no sometimes that we can't take a dog when we're out of space, but we've gotten to where we've really been able to, with as many as we can, and get them to, whether it be an adopter or whether it be a shelter or a rescue, that can place them and find the right home. So
amazing.
That's a little bit about us, and we've been doing it for about 2.5 years.
About 2.5 years, yeah.
And we did not even know each other the first time that she jumped in the RV and said she would go with me to Florida. And who knew that our dogs?
You, but I didn't know you, but yeah, it worked out good.
Worked out good. Our dogs and us became best friends over the past 2 years, so worked out.
That's amazing. This is so incredible. I mean, maybe because of the name, I will confess, I really thought you were sisters. I'm like, huh. Like sisters.
They are the sisters. They are the sisters. They are the face of it. Yes.
Okay, I will be silly enough. I can address it and say it, but I had the honor of meeting you, and we had so much fun, and it was really great, and you were dressed so cute, and the babies and everything else. But
they are fashionable transport. That's what it says. It's 2 fashionable girls who travel the country getting rescue dogs so they're forever. So they're not just girls, they're fashionable girls.
So we always have to have our boats.
Yes, and I dress them for Adele, never really dressed this much, but I make them be dressed alike. You can see. They're both in Forever Doggies. They're at a store shopping, so they're little fashionista divas.
I love
and
it.
they even we added a lot of sisters to the last runway at the last celebrity catwalk. We had Sisters of the Traveling Vest, because they have vests with all the pins from all the places they've been when we've traveled doing rescue.
Oh, nice.
And we were able to incorporate, I think, 8 more new rescue members, and they walked the runway in their vests. So we're hoping to grow that in May. So if you're a rescue and you're coming in May, Cynthia's
That's all right. So look at that. We're looking who's hitting the catwalk in May. I've got a motto right here, number 1 for you. Izzy is right there.
Yeah.
We've got it. Look, I've made that happen right there.
There you go.
did.
Look,
You
we got
made it
our first
happen.
person.
Because Izzy wasn't going to be in this year.
Was a rescue, so we've got 2 so far.
Oh, look at her.
Well, there you go.
And I have lots of Yorkie stuff, Izzy, so your pins won't be hard to find.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
She's hiding behind. She's got a whole closet behind us, but I'm not opening that up today.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
She has to share with her 8 brothers and sisters, though.
That's
Aw.
It's
That is
fantastic.
awesome. So ladies, I would like, sorry Vasi for jumping in. I just would like Heidi and I'd like Cynthia and Stephanie to talk about why fashion shows and why Paws in the City and why fashion, because as much as I would like to take all the credit, Heidi was producing an absolutely fantastic fashion show event in Long Island that I adored, Rescues Rock the Runway, many years ago before, and the sisters have been fashionable, like everyone has been very fabulous before. I would like to take the credit for everyone's being so fashionable and fabulous,
Our
but I
closets have
can't
all
do
grown since knowing you.
Oh,
The closets have definitely grown since knowing you.
Oh, yeah.
So I think both of them can really speak to the fashion aspect of it, because as much as I would like to, take all the credit, I cannot. Both of these separate entities were deep in fashion before me.
this one more so than Adele.
Adele has just jumped right along with it. She
Yes.
tolerates me. a
Yeah,
lot.
she tolerates being dressed.
I think she does it. But no, I can say we did so much work with rescue, like with Lisa down in Florida, the True and Faithful Rescue. We do so much work and we work hard, and we go to the range and work, which
It's a
no
lot.
joke, it's work.
It's work. It's laundry.
It's everything.
cleaning. It's
And
a
she
lot.
wanted to do something fun for us. She's like, you know what? We all work so hard. I want us to have girls' time and us to be able to like relax and not focus on just the hard work of rescue, and us just have a girls' time with our dogs and do things with our dogs. And she stumbled across Celebrity Catwalk. Of course, like fashion, we just all shop. I mean, I don't have kids, so of course my dog is gonna be dressed better than your kids. That's how it goes. But Lisa sent us to Celebrity Catwalk, and we just liked, I mean, like the fashion is a big part of it, but the group of women that you have
Yeah.
that go,
Yeah.
I
they're
mean,
amazing.
I have some of the
Yeah.
friends that I would have never had, and I consider some of these people that are sisters now, that I feel like,
Yep.
had I not gone to Celebrity Catwalk, I wouldn't know them, and they're amazing people. And it's just, I mean, people who love their dogs have got to be decent people, I think. So it's all people who love their dogs who go. So the fashion is a part of it, but it's also like Celebrity Catwalk to me, the friendships that you make there and the people that you meet is just, there'll be people we are friends with for the rest of our lives. And we didn't know 2 years ago.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
and you're one of them, lady.
Wonderful. Heidi, how do you, because you really were doing, I mean, you've been deep in it for a while.
Yeah, well, we started doing Rescues Rock the Runway even before I started Yorkie 911. I did it for the rescue that I was a volunteer with, based out of Pennsylvania, and we saw this, what they're saying. The community of people that came together was amazing to me. And I have also met some of my best friends are, in this dog community that I met through doing the fashion show. And especially with little dogs, I mean, small breed dogs, when you dress a bigger dog, they're cute, but when you dress these little ones,
They're adorable.
stop us everywhere. No matter where we go, if we have a dog and it's dressed and it's in a stroller, forget it. They are stopping us left and right. So, we started doing this event, and we would have like one designer create a collection, and it was really to showcase for them, but also to have our dogs participate and have an event where people could bring their dogs. Because before that, most of the fundraising events were not dog friendly. And we felt that this would be a good way for people to get together, have fun, have their dogs with them, and create a little buzz. And so that's how Rescues Rock the Runway started. And so we actually stopped about 2.5 years ago. I think that was that the last one, Jennifer, 2 years ago you came to?
I want to say so, yes.
Yeah, I think 2019, because
Yes,
yes.
yes.
Yeah. Even as much fun as it is, it was not always very profitable, and it's a lot of work.
A ton of work.
A ton of
Oh, I
work.
can imagine.
And so, we were trying to find other avenues, but we have been coming to the Celebrity Catwalk events since you started them in New York. I think actually we met initially at New York Pet Fashion Week. I think that's where we
Is that
first
where we met?
I think
Okay,
so.
I'll buy that. I'll
But
take it.
you know, I honestly, my mind is not all 100% anymore. So, but
Hi, Lynn. Hi, Lynn.
yeah, we have met just so many amazing, amazing people who I really do consider friends, and people, especially, I remember one year when we did it, people came from Michigan and New Mexico and, you know, Connecticut and New Jersey. So it brought people together from all over the place because we all had that common thread with our dogs, and it's fun. So when you can do it with your dog and you have fun at it, and we raise money, and you know, it's a win-win for everybody.
Exactly. That is very true. It's just a wonderful weekend. It's 5 days of fun and fellowship and definitely enjoying it. And I think that, like you all said, the fashion show is just a byproduct and just a fun part of it. Absolutely.
Puddin says she does need the fashion show because her closet has to grow. She is
really.
I love it.
Sure.
Puddin has
amazing.
spoken. I love it. That is
Puddin said,
fantastic.
"Don't take her fashion away."
No, definitely not. And it's just amazing how it's grown from, you know, the 1-day event or the 2-day event, Jennifer, to
Heidi,
now.
you've seen it. You've been with us in the deli. See, you, Adele and Cynthia, you guys missed. You're lucky that you've missed the grimy New York, the grimy rough New
Closets.
York.
They were like closets.
Heidi knows. She has been in the closet with us. So
I have heard backstage
And
how
as much
small
as
the
we
back
want it
room
back
was
in New York, as much as we want it back, because we really do want it back in New York too, you know, we'll never get the space that we get in South Carolina. I will say.
Ladies, you cannot imagine. In New York, we are literally on top. I'm sure I would get arrested at this point because I can't even provide social distancing isn't even
An option.
That's not even an option. At least here, I can provide a safe environment. I couldn't even provide, 6 feet or a 6 foot. The models can tell you. They have been times when we were literally on top. You've heard, so you know.
We've heard, yes. I've heard that you have you're right next to someone else, and literally
right
you're
next
all
to
moving around.
is putting it mildly. Right next to
you're on top of each other.
Exactly.
If it's 6 feet, there's 4 people in those 6 feet, from what I understand.
Thank you. Exactly.
It's New York. That's how real estate is.
Exactly. Right next to is being very kind. Yes, you are practically in a relationship with the person that you are sharing a table with. Like, you might as well be, married to them. So yes, absolutely. As you ladies as you all have seen, everyone here has seen, you all have seen that the space is just, it's a whole different. Vasi, I don't even think you could set up your.
I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, you couldn't even set up your situation. Yeah, it's a whole different thing now, ladies. So yeah, you guys can see it. You actually have space to move and to do stuff, to change.
And South Carolina is beautiful. We like the trip there. Like, it's very kind of nice away. It feels like vacation for us. So we like it.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yep.
There you go. Absolutely.
I love it. By the way, I see that we had a couple of people from Australia. So I just want to say hi.
Yes, I see we have Graciela from Argentina. We have Lina.
Hi, sweetie.
We have New Jersey here. We have Argentina watching.
Yep.
We have yes. You guys are
global.
Worldwide.
Yes, it's amazing.
Worldwide. Absolutely. How has 2021 been for you ladies in terms of rescue, Heidi? Heidi in terms of rescue and Steph and Cynthia in terms of transport. Are you feeling any pandemic side effects or changes?
We're on the back end. So now everybody who was stuck home that adopted or decided to do stuff has now gone back to work, and guess what happened? They are deciding that the dog doesn't fit in their life. So in Houston, I know we're experiencing that a lot. The rescues in our area, and it's hard because again, people will ask us. Now I do a little bit more, like I do coordinate. I have a foster base here in Houston, so because when I get a dog, someone reaches out, I'll have someone hold the dog until we make the trip. So I do have I say we're not rescue, but it feels like I do a lot of rescue activities. But I'll have the dog held. And I mean, it's now a lot of the rescues will say, well, I'll keep the dog until you travel. But there's been so many that we've just had to say, we don't have space. And I mean, people will reach out with a whole bunch because they're like, we're having so many returns. We can't intake anyone else because we have to take our own dogs back first. And it's been tough. Like the transport piece of it, just because in traveling a lot of, for a while you couldn't fly the dogs. So us driving was kind of a lot of the only mode to get dogs. There is more flights now, but even people, it's just, where we are, there's always going to be a problem. Because we are like the South, this part of it is dogs aren't necessarily seen as family or pets. They're seen as property and yard ornaments a lot. So it feels a lot different, and there's always a need. And then Lisa, where we work with her a lot too, same thing happens. Like our shelters, people don't realize in Houston, there are 3 major shelters. They supposedly have open intake, but that is not the case because they can't. And a couple years ago, before we started, I took myself off. Every morning we receive a euthanasia list.
Oh,
and
God.
Each one of the shelters, it's 100 dogs plus out of each shelter every day. So for us, that's hard to look at because you want to do more, but there's only so much you can do. And now with there being closed intake, instead of, hey, Charlie, instead of them ending up in a shelter situation, people just jump them in a park, in a street. So that's where the street rescuers I work with are feeling very frustrated too, because there's nowhere for them to go. And it's tough. And again, we're not a big transport that loads up 40 dogs. We take 10 to 12 on a big load.
Yeah.
Because again, they're traveling with us for several days.
And they're small too.
Yeah, and we do small. So the big dogs are tough. But I'm sure in New York, it's had its own ball of problems.
Heidi, you have probably your own.
Well,
COVID
I
stuff
will
too.
say that, I guess we're kind of on the lucky end here with my rescue. I have not had a lot of returns, but that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It's just hasn't hit us yet. I mean, people are starting to go back to work, and when they do call and say, listen, I'm having an issue, I'm not sure I can keep the dog, we've been trying to work with them and give them some advice and some options. And I'm sure we will get some back, but I will say right now, the return rate has been very, very low. And I'm thankful for it, and because when we do our application process, one of the things we have been asking them is, listen, you're going to go back to work. What are you going to do with the dog? Because this is not temporary. This is a commitment for the dog's life, whether it's 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, depending on the age of the dog. This is the commitment that you're making. And if you think you're going to go back to work and this, all of a sudden the dog is not, part of your lifestyle anymore, then you don't want a dog. And we have talked people out of adopting because it wasn't really going to be a long-term thing. It wasn't the right thing for them. But we have talked some of them into becoming foster homes. So it's, which is a win-win for us, because then the dog get into a foster home and it opens up more room for us here at my house. But I've heard from a lot of other rescues that, especially the bigger dogs, they are getting returned. That's,
Well, and up there, you guys have such better laws that protect your animals. Down here, the animals have no laws that protect them. So, I mean, you guys have to get your dogs spayed and neutered. You have to have shots and registration. Down here, sadly, none of that is enforced, and it's not.
It's a shame.
It's not good. Yeah, wish we could make that happen here.
Wow, it's amazing. Well, by the way, you're giving me some good ideas, and friends, this is how magic happens. But I'm already, Jennifer, she knows I'm already 22, like from a few months ago, most of the things for Petpix we already have lined up until July, but I feel that there will be a way how Petpix also with Jennifer will be able to do something more. But I would really kind of encourage each of you friends who are listeners or who watch this, please share. This is very important. A lot of people may not know. I knew as last year, because I remember there was a gentleman who talked to me. He said, Vasi, mark my word, there will be, when things start getting back to normal, people will start returning their furry kids. And that broke my heart. And if any of us, there is something we can do, I know, and I know we can, it's to help the babies in need. So thank you very much again to each of you for what you do, because it's a lot. And friends, if you hear that someone is looking for a new family members around the holidays for forever, those are the ladies for forever. Those are the ladies you need to contact.
That's a good question.
If they want to open up their home for the holidays to a dog, I'm sure Heidi has a list of dogs that need a foster, or that allows her to help another one if someone will open their home. And that's not forever, but it's temporary. Let you try it out and see if it's for you.
Yeah, that's
right.
That is great.
That's true.
So it's just
absolutely true.
You know, we can make a difference.
Absolutely. So yes, I'm excited that everyone on this podcast, everyone here will be in South Carolina in a few short months in 2022.
Yes.
This is exciting.
Can't come fast enough. Get me out of winter.
Believe me, South Carolina, as we know, it's a good place to be.
Yes. Come on down. Absolutely. Yes, definitely.
Thank you. And may I ask, Heidi, can you tell us where people can find you? And then girls, can you tell us also, can you please just tell everyone your social media links so people can find you?
So we have a website. It's Yorkie911rescue.com. We're also on Facebook and Instagram, same thing, Yorkie 911 Rescue. Anytime somebody's looking for us, if they put the word Yorkie in, we're one of the first ones that come up. So hopefully we'll keep our fingers crossed and get some new people taking a look at our social media sites.
That's amazing. Thank you again for everything what you do. Thank you. And thank you, Jennifer, for your support.
Of course. Sisters, where can everyone find Sisters of the Traveling Vests?
We are on social media. We are social media only. We do not have a website. We are so technically. Facebook is Sisters of the Traveling Vest. And then Instagram is the same thing, Sisters of the Traveling Vest. And we'll cross-share amongst our pages and the girls' page, because those Sisters of the Traveling Vest is their page. So if you ask, I do the Facebook, Cynthia does the Instagram, and we try to share, as much as we can, So, yep, if you have a question, need anything, ask us. If you have a rescue dog that needs a ride,
and it's on our way.
Yeah, and it's on our trip, and it's on our time. Again, we're taking a little bit of time off. We don't have anything planned, but you never know, because we almost had something planned this week. But if you do, they can reach out. We can see if it's on our route again. And if it's something that's special, we've done things that are one-offs that, you know, were completely not planned or anything, but it felt like the right thing to do. So
that's wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
And again, friends, if anyone wants to help in any ways and capacity, don't be shy. Open your heart, especially with the holidays coming up. And it's so funny today, one of my local influencers, she came and she said, how can I help people in need? You know, sometimes we have a lot of things and we may not need them. And that's where we can make a difference and help, which is really exciting. And I just want to say, so Jennifer, there is still opportunities for people to sign up and come and join in May, right? We still
absolutely. The model roster is open a little bit longer. Some designers are already the Facebook, as these ladies can attest, we already the groups are up. The designer Facebook page is up. The model Facebook page is up. But we still will take a few more models, and we will always take designers. We have a great roster with some surprises coming. Vasi, as you know, starting next Tuesday, we're gonna get back to some exciting designer interviews. But yes, if you want to model, contact me. If you want to design, we can still absolutely take you. And tickets are always available to attend the event at celebritycatwalk.com.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's really great. And as a business, I want to remind that if you're a business, don't hesitate. You can be a vendor. And that's
Vendors
really
vendors have already signed up. Aiden Yevez is signed up. RB Goodfellow is signed up. We know Vasi will be there taking her wonderful pictures.
Absolutely.
So absolutely, vendor space is still available.
Exactly. So friends, it's really
We love
great
to shop.
Yes, we do.
Yes, and thank you again to each of you for being here
Thank you.
with all of us together, for making a big difference, to opening your hearts, to helping these amazing furry babies and also the furry parents. And just thank you for your dedication. Thank you, Jennifer.
Oh,
Because,
thank you.
again, people, they don't give you the credit, but again, working things behind the scenes, and especially also for you girls, there are a lot of things behind the scenes a lot of people are not aware. And I'm the one who also always am like obsessed with what's behind the scenes. So a lot of work, but every single thing each of you
Absolutely,
do.
absolutely.
Anything.
Come see Yorkie 911 will be there in May. Sisters of the Traveling Best will be there in May. Petpix Academy will be there in May with some tricks up your sleeve, I'm sure. So yes.
It will be awesome. Thank you
We'll
very
see
much.
you then.
Everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you soon. Bye. Bye, friends. Bye. You got
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you for listening to the episode. I really hope you learned some new tips and tricks. Please check out in the description of the podcast the links to our guest speaker today. Go, say hi, support them, share with your friends, because I know that together we can have fun and keep learning and really enjoying being part of our pet loving community. Also, please show us your support. Go to Apple Podcasts, download our episode, write us a review, and just follow us. And don't forget, when you go to petpixacademy.com, I have created a lot of amazing free classes, so please go check them out, enjoy it. And of course, the holidays are almost there on the corner. Well, friends, check out our holiday class. Believe me, you're going to learn a lot, and your pictures are going to look like they have been taken by a professional photographer. And last but important, we are going to be running a contest, so when you go to your social media, Facebook or Instagram, and you post picture, please tag Petpix Academy, hashtag Petpix Academy, and at the end of every month we are going to have special courses as giveaways and other goodies. So thank you. This is Vasi, your host, and see you next time. Bye.